Okay, hi guys. So today I thought I'd talk about azelaic acid, which is in my top 3 favorite skincare ingredient categories. I'd say my other 2 favorite skincare ingredients, ascorbic acid and tretinoin specifically. Those are my 3 favorite, and azelaic acid, because azelaic acid, since I add it into my skincare routine, has made a huge difference in my skin and how it looks, how it feels, and the pigmentation. So azelaic acid is also known as carboxylic acid. It's not an alpha-hydroxy or a beta-hydroxy acid, but it is related to them because they're all carboxylic acids. It can be found naturally in wheat, rye, and barley. Azelaic acid, I'm going to link to a lot of things in the description box. You can click on them, but azelaic acid overall is very safe to use, and it's been tested a lot, typically up to 20% concentration, and a lot of people showed little to no signs of redness or irritation. So most products you'll find, a lot of them use 10%, and there's a handful that use 20%, and a lot of those can be prescription, so keep that one in mind. Superstar ingredient with antibacterial, skin regulating, anti-inflammatory, and skin lightening properties. So for me, I had been using retinoids, beta-hydroxy, alpha-hydroxy acids, and L-ascorbic acid. And adding in azelaic acid really took my skin to the next level in terms of redness and hyperpigmentation. It really helped a lot with hyperpigmentation. It helped a whole lot because I have suffered from melasma for years. And adding this into my routine, I could really, within a couple months, see a huge difference. And even you guys noticed a difference, which was amazing. I had so many people writing, what did you change? Did you add something in? Something changed, you know. I had some people ask if I did Botox. I'm like, well, if I ever do Botox, I'm going to make a video about it and tell you guys. I'm not going to do it like secretly because that'd be lying, in my opinion. In my opinion, that would be lying. In what I do, I think that'd be lying. So anyway, I won't go on about that, but...
Do you think it would be lying?
Do I think it'd be lying? Anyway, so a nice thing, a nice way to start, especially if you have sensitive skin, is how I started was I started first using the Geek Gorgeous Apad Serum, which uses 20% as clear or Apad, PAD, potassium azoyl diglyceride. And that is a derivative of azelaic acid, which is a little bit more gentle on skin. It may not be as effective for rosacea and things, but it's a nice way to acclimate your skin, and it's very affordable. So I used this for about 6 months before I tried any other azelaic acid products, and this was huge because I could really add it in my routine seamlessly. Azelaic acid is pretty friendly and well tolerated with most other ingredients, so you don't have to be super picky about what you're doing. So it's a great one to layer. So if you have sensitive skin or are new to azelaic acid, I recommend starting out with just azelaic acid. But slowly, I've been able to use it with other actives and things like that without any issues. So anyway, so that's a good one to start with. Azelaic acid is really famous for reducing sensitivity-induced redness. Actually, for my brother, I gave him a bottle of the Apad, I think, for Christmas, and I think it's helped because he really suffers from rosacea in a big way. I know I'm prone to it as well. I guess I didn't really realize it. My cheeks are always pink and things, but I didn't really realize it until recently that I'm probably very rosacea prone as well. So azelaic acid also helps diminish blemishes and post-acne marks. It's very gentle. It can help refine your skin's texture. It also delivers antioxidant benefits. Can help with melasma as well as redness in skin. And then rosacea-prone skin can also benefit from its anti-inflammatory properties. So there's no reason not to think about trying azelaic acid if you haven't. Or if you already have, moving up to some of these. So these are some of my favorites. So let me start out with my first one, which is the Peach Slices Redness Relief 10% Azelaic Acid Serum, which is almost empty. This one's really wonderful. It's very great for sensitive skin. It's pretty affordable as well. And the 10% azelaic acid is a good starting percentage. So it's not going to be too strong. And it's really affordable. And you can't go wrong with Peach Slices. Almost all their stuff is amazing. Okay, next up we've got the Ordinary Azelaic Acid 10% Suspension in Azelaic Cream. This one is a little bit not totally aesthetically pleasing to use because it feels a little bit thick on skin. But if you're using it in your evening routine, it's not going to be as big of a deal. I wouldn't recommend using this specific product in your morning routine because it is kind of thick and not super pleasant to use. But overall, it gets the job done and has a good amount of azelaic acid in it. The Dr. Sam's Flawlessly Brightly Serum is also wonderful. This one uses 10% azelaic acid. Also has a lot of other brightening ingredients. Niacinamide. What else? Is it just... I thought this one had tranexamic acid in it, but maybe it doesn't. But anyway, azelaic acid, niacinamide, ascorbaglucoside. I was just talking about that. Also contains bakuchiol. So this one's really nice for pigmentation-prone skin. So I've been meaning to review the Dr. Sam stuff, so I will work on getting to that. Okay, next up a product. I went through multiple tubes of this thanks to my friend in Australia, and that is the Asclear 20% azelaic acid. I will link to it at Chemist Direct because I believe they will send you as many bottles as you want. Previously, I linked to a different site, but they had limitations on how many tubes you could order, which if you're in the U.S. makes it a little bit less cost effective. You can only order one tube and have it shipped from Australia, so I will link to that below. This stuff is wonderful. I love it. I've went through multiple tubes of it. 20% is strong, so if you're new to azelaic acid, this might be one to work your way up to, but if you worked your way up through other azelaic acids that are 10% and had no issues, this one's a nice one, and it's really quite hydrating as well, and really you can really notice the benefits from the azelaic acid in there in a big way. Next up, we've got the Inculus 10% azelaic acid serum. I don't know why they call it a serum. It's more of a cream. But anyway. And it has a blue tint to it as well. But anyway. This stuff's nice. It's 10%. It's pretty affordable. I'm not a huge Inculus stan like I was before. But this product is pretty nice. And it's affordable. And it might be a good one to start with. A couple more. The Face Theory Lumizela A10 serum. They also on their UK site have a 15% azelaic acid serum, which is a nice number to have. 15% is higher than 10, but less than 20, so you get a little bit of a good amount in there. So it's really nice fragrance free. It has a really nice, lovely, hydrating texture to it. And then last but not least, the Costa Baja Azelaic Acid 10% serum. I will mention this one. If you pick this up, once you open it, you want to be conscientious to finish it soon because if you don't finish it fast enough, it goes kind of bad. Well, this one didn't, but my last tube ended up looking very dark, so got a visitor again. Oh, he's left. But anyway, so this stuff is also really nice and does contain a couple extract, rosemary extract, eucalyptus extract, and thyme extract, which I don't love, but it's still a nice, really affordable one. And then runner-up is the Tula Acne Clearing and Tone Correcting Gel. This does contain azelaic acid, a very small amount, because they don't specify it. But this also contains salicylic acid, niacinamide, lactic acid, and some brightening ingredients. So I've went through several bottles of this, and I do like it. But it doesn't have a ton of azelaic acid in here. So if you want to focus on that, any of these are going to be a little bit better. But this stuff is really nice for brightening skin up. So anyway, so these are my current azelaic acid favorites. Can't go wrong with them. They're all lovely and wonderful. Just depends on what texture you want, how much you want to spend. Do you want any other ingredients in there? So anyway, I will link to all of these below. Interested in hearing from you guys. If you have a favorite azelaic acid product that I didn't mention, leave a comment with what it is and what you like about it. I love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.